Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA Online video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is quite divisive in the community for those who play on the last gen console still. If you play on new gen, this probably doesn't affect you at all, you're probably not going to really care that much. But for those who didn't hear the news, the Rockstar Editor is being removed entirely from the Xbox One and PS4 versions of the game next month on February 20th. I understand that for those people that still play on last gen, this does suck, it feels like a punch in the mouth, but at the same time, the writing has been on the wall for a while now. The new consoles have been out for 3 years now. The game has always ran really bad in terms of frame rate performance on last gen. And a lot of features from these new updates are only on the next gen consoles, not even on the PC version, in fact, which is another issue entirely. Rockstar clearly wants people to move on because I'm sure from a development standpoint, it is probably difficult to optimize the game at this point with such weak hardware. Even in 2013 when the Xbox One and PS4 were just coming out, they were not even top of the line hardware back then. So 10 years later, still trying to optimize for them after so many patches and updates is probably a lot of work on the developers. But obviously I'm no developer, so I can't really say for certain, but I just can imagine it's probably not fun. They likely had two choices. Either they stop updates entirely on the Xbox One and PS4, or they remove a likely very resource-heavy feature to continue updating on those consoles without massive issues. And they chose the money option, which allows new content to continue being added on those consoles for the people that still play on them, which of course would influence chart card sales on those platforms so they'd still make more money. Either decision they would make here would make people upset. If they decided to stop updates on the old consoles, people would complain, and now with the removal of the Rockstar Editor, people are also complaining that they shouldn't do it. The situation just sucks, flat out. It's also interesting that the old-gen consoles didn't actually have the Rockstar Editor for some time. The Rockstar Editor was exclusive to the PC version for about a year, and then later added to the Xbox One and PS4 with the Free Mode Events update in 2015, which was almost a year after the game released on those consoles. It does suck that it's being removed entirely, though. I almost wish there was a compromise that could be made so that the editor could only work in single player and was just disabled when you're in online to free up some more resources for the online component, because single player hasn't had any new content in many years now, so to remove it from the single player just kind of rubs me the wrong way. At the same time though, it's hard to really be upset by this a whole lot because this should be expected by this point in time, you know? Developers are going to start moving on from these old consoles. They're not going to be supported forever. And next year, GTA 6 releases, and that's not going to be coming to those old consoles at all. So this is truly the final full year of support for the Xbox One and PS4 when it comes to Rockstar and the GTA franchise, and likely even the Red Dead franchise too, if they ever decide to release a next-gen update for that game. What's interesting is the date they are removing it though. February 20th is a Tuesday, so it makes you wonder, will PC finally be getting the next-gen enhancements around that time? Because Tuesdays are usually update days. The PC version obviously isn't having the Rockstar Editor removed, and I would think it would only make sense for the PC version to finally be brought in line with the next-gen console versions, with the HSW vehicles, Animals Online, all that stuff when they're making changes for the future for the old-gen console versions. Anyways, how do you guys feel about the Rockstar Editor being removed on the old consoles? Do you play on next gen and not really care because it doesn't really affect you, or are you still one of those players that doesn't have a next gen console yet, so this will affect you? If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.